Yeah, congratulations to all of the beautiful, young, and generational talent. This was a very epic night, and I know that these women will impact the WNBA league, and I'm very excited about the upcoming season in May. So y'all check out this beautiful WNBA draft of 2024. All right, I'm Jackie G, aka Sports Chick. Have a good one.
Congratulations, class of 2024. Welcome to the W. Indiana Fever, you are on the clock.
Well, with that, the draft officially underway here in Brooklyn. How about the Indiana Fever? This was a team that reached the playoffs more than a decade straight, had a championship there. Tamika Catchings, of course, at the core of that team. But since 2017, they've averaged just 8 wins, but have had a treasure trove of first-round picks over the last couple of years. So, Rebecca, how about the young talent that they have now in Indiana?
Linda has really done an incredible job over the course of the last couple years rebuilding this franchise, and she's had a lot of picks with which to do it. What's fascinating this year, always the number one pick, you're picking the best player available. You could not find a better fit for the current Indiana Fever team than Caitlin Clark. Kelsey Mitchell's going to benefit so much from the catch and shoot that Clark creates. Melissa Smith can just run the floor and get some of those rim runs, and Aaliyah Boston will be outstanding together with her in the pick and roll.
Erica Wheeler is also a veteran that can play the point guard and move Caitlin off the ball. Aaliyah Boston, that connection in the pick and roll game, in transition game, the way Caitlin's going to be able to find Aaliyah Boston. She found Hannah Stolke left and right. Aaliyah's a taller target than Hannah Stolke. I don't know why the pick is taking so long, but when you think about it, the one area where Indiana struggled was assists per game. They were 11th in the league. Caitlin helps that immediately.
Well, Drea, you don't have to wait any longer. The pick is in. Time to get things back to the podium. Here is the commissioner, Kathy Engelberg.
With the first pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Indiana Fever select Caitlin Clark, University of Iowa.
Well, Caitlin Clark hugging her family, her brothers, Blake and Colin, her father Brent, her mother Ann, and heading to the podium. She is officially a member of the Indiana Fever after as decorated a collegiate career as we have ever seen. Caitlin Clark, now a professional.
And I'm going to start by saying, just because it was a fact that we all knew this was coming, it doesn't make it any less special. Special is the way you describe Caitlin Clark. First player in Division I history, men's or women's, with 3,000 points and 1,000 assists. She makes the right reads. She finds her teammates. She plays with an attack mentality. And like I said earlier, you're in constant conflict with yourself defending Caitlin Clark. Welcome to the WNBA.
We talked about her range. She made 283 shots from 25 feet or more throughout the course of her career, more than double any other player in that time frame. And some of the questions are, well, is she going to still be allowed to play like that when she gets to the pros? Lynn Dunn said, why would you change that? This is an Indiana Fever team that is going to...
I think more than anything, just grateful and lucky to have my family here, my friends over there, coaches up here. So I think just enjoying the moment. Like you said, like I've dreamed of this moment since I was in second grade, and it's taken a lot of hard work, a lot of ups and downs, but more than anything, just trying to soak it in.
I think one of the things we lose sometimes when we talk about you is this has taken a lot of really hard work to be standing here. What is the work you've put in that you are proud of to be in this moment?
I think the biggest thing is, like, I always just believed in myself. I went to Iowa with the goal of taking us to the Final Four. We did it twice. We went to 2 national championships, 4 Big Ten championships. Yeah, there's my teammates. They're pretty awesome. And I think just a belief in myself, and my parents always instilled confidence in me from a young age when I was a young girl. And I think that's something a lot of young girls can learned to have, and I think people supporting them certainly helps. So yeah, I think the biggest thing is the confidence, but I told my mom before this is like, you know, I earned it, and that's why I'm so proud of it.
You did earn this moment. The Indiana Fever.
Okay, we know has moved on to the Seattle Storm. Jordan Canada has gone on to Atlanta. How about Carly Samuelson? She's out now in Washington. So a few pieces out. How about players who are in? Julie Alomar into LA. Harry McDonald, now a member of the Sparks, and Kia Nurse moves to LA as well. And for LA, they have 2 of the top 4 picks of this draft. Rebecca, I know you've talked about there's a lot of different ways they could go here at number 2.
Well, we saw Kurt Miller. He knows how to rebuild a franchise. He was able to do that when he was with the Connecticut Sun, brought them to the playoffs in only their 2nd year. What did you see of the additions that they got? We're all in the backcourt. What does this team need? It needs defense, rebounding, and rim protection. And what's really interesting with the 3 players that you could consider taking here, they can all do that just in different ways. Cameron Brink, a 6'4", shot-blocking forward. Camila Cardoso, 6'7", but also brings rim protection and rebounding. Of course, Ria Jackson, the 3-4 player. You can go with any of these 3 young women, and you will be able to find what you're looking for.
And the Sparks are in a tricky situation because they have to decide, do we want, if they're going with these 3 players, do we want 2 bigs? Do we want Cameron Brink and Camila Cardoso, and then you give Chicago a chance to get Ria Jackson? Or are they concerned with what Chicago's going to do? They don't want Ria Jackson in Chicago because they don't want to see her there and go against her for Chicago. So do they take Ria and then take a chance on getting 1 of 2 of the bigs? You kind of have to play the draft with what other teams might do as well.
All right, well, we're going to find out right now because the 2nd pick of the draft is in. We head back to the podium right now to the commissioner for the selection for Los Angeles.
With the 2nd pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Los Angeles Sparks select Cameron Brink, Stanford University.
Oh, you could see the emotion from Cameron as she celebrates with her family. The number 2 overall pick, who will get to stay in California after a decorated career at Stanford in which she won a national championship as a freshman. She is the number 2 overall pick of this 2024 draft and will head to the LA Sparks as a foundational piece of this rebuild out in LA.
And if you want rebounding and rim protection, you can't get much better than Cameron Brink. She led the nation this past season with 3.7 blocks per game, averaged about 12 boards a game as well. She is going to be good in the WNBA right away and also has a terrific upside. 6'4", long, elite when it comes to shot blocking and rebounding. Great skill set inside and to the perimeter.
Cameron Brink is the exact player that the LA Sparks can use. They were 11th in rebounds per game last season. They were shots, an immediate impact for Brink.
And she is with Holly Rowe.
Well, you are emotional. You are emotional. Tell me why. You have poured so much into this moment. What are you feeling?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna cry. I I'm an ugly crier. It's just such a nerve-wracking environment, but we worked so hard for this. And I just have to shout out all my girls. I'm so proud of all of us. What a great job we've done. I'm so proud of all of us. And I'm just so happy to be associated with all of them in the league, and I'm just very thankful.
You've been training since you were in high school with the best trainer in the WNBA, Susan Borchert. You have been building to this moment. You know, your god brother, Steph Curry, has helped you. How will you take all that you have poured into yourself to the W?
I mean, I think I just need to keep leaning on my people. You've listed all the amazing people in my life, and my godmother, Sonia Curry, is over there. Hi, godmama.
Mom and dad and brother, we're not forgetting you either.
I have to shout out my mom and my dad and my brother, Cy. It really takes a village. It's not a one-person job. And my friends, Jenna Brown, or to meet you in the crowd, so I'm just so blessed to have the people I have.
In the Olympics as a pro, also what she's done in the NBA as a coach now, in the WNBA. It certainly has been an incredible career for Teaspoon.
There is no backing down in the heart and soul and body and being of Teresa Witherspoon.
Teresa Witherspoon, on-court leader for this Liberty squad.
I've been told as an 8th grader I would never be great playing this game. I get a chance to play on the 1988 Olympic team. We win the gold medal.
Teresa Witherspoon at the buzzer, three. She put it in.
Those girls I had a chance to play with, they were my teammates, but they were more than my teammates. They were my friends and my friends for life.
Well, Teresa Witherspoon has already accomplished so much, and now on to this next challenge. And Rebecca, this is a woman who you know very well.
Teresa Witherspoon and I were teammates for 5 years with the New York Liberty, and anytime a new coach takes over, you wonder what is their style, what is their identity going to be, and if they're anything like Spoon, it's going to be toughness, defense, and passion. She was the Defensive Player of the Year the first year of the WNBA. The first week of practices in year 2, she got in the stance, got up in the guards, and just said, DPY, try to score on me.
Chicago Sky select Camila Cardoso, University of South Carolina.
Well, it has been quite a few weeks for Camila Cardoso, the most outstanding player at the Final Four, an absolutely incredible NCAA tournament, and now the number 3 overall pick of the 2024 WNBA draft as she goes to the Chicago Sky.
What a perfect fit for Camila Cardoso, the Chicago Sky, and Teresa Witherspoon. What a journey for Camila. ACC Co-Defensive Player of the Year, SEC Sixth Woman of the Year, to SEC Defensive Player of the Year. She's efficient. She's dominant. She can finish on the inside. She can block shots on the defensive end. This is a beautiful fit for Camila. I'm excited for her.
It certainly fits the need for Chicago. This is a team that lacks size. No player on their roster bigger than 6'3" or 6'4". A team that's built right now to run and push pace, and one of the areas that Camila impressed so many was how every single time down the floor she outran.
Really excited about the addition of Camila Cardoso, and Camila is with Holly Rowe.
Camila, you started playing basketball when you were young because your older sister Jessica did. How special is it that she is here with your mother from Brazil to celebrate you tonight?
For me, it's really special that she's here. She's one of my biggest inspirations. She's the reason why I'm here right now, because she's inspired me to play basketball. So I'm just so thankful that she's able to be here.
You have had to sacrifice maybe more than any other player here at the draft. You had to leave home from Brazil at 15 years old. You didn't speak the language. And here you are. Why did you believe in yourself so much at such a young age?
I had a goal to be here tonight and give my family a better life. So I'm just so thankful that I was able to be here.
You have done that, and you will give your family a better life. What do you know about Chicago? They will love and embrace you there.
Yeah, I'm just so excited to get there.
All right. Thank you, Camila. Congratulations.
Well, Dawn Stanley calls Camila Cardoso the separator. She was that throughout the NCAA tournament as she gets a big hug from her head coach. Camila Cardoso goes number 3 overall to the Chicago Sky. Meanwhile, the LA Sparks back on.
They just hired a new GM in Reagan Peebley. They have a new team president in Christian Mondra. These are both women who devoted their life to basketball. Christine has a great background in the WNBA with the Las Vegas Aces. And so we are hopeful that that team is investing in the future of this franchise. They have much bigger news coming out about some of their player health and welfare, that they are improving around the Sparks. So let's hope that franchise gets back to where it should be, and that is in the WNBA playoffs.
Well, we certainly would expect that sometime in the near future. And how about who's going to join them and join Cameron Brink? The number 4 overall pick is in. Back to the podium we go with Commissioner Kathy Engelberg.
With the 4th pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Los Angeles Sparks select Ria Jackson, University of Tennessee.
Well, Ria Jackson, the number 4 overall pick after a fantastic finish to her senior season. Drea talked earlier about the possibility of having Jackson's wing guard skills with size joining one of the posts. That's exactly what LA gets. Cameron Brink at 2, and now Ria Jackson at 4. A foundation for the Sparks to build upon, and one that has to be very exciting for that fan base. How about Jackson, just one of 5 SEC players to average at least 20 points and 5 rebounds in multiple seasons over the last 25 seasons.
Ria Jackson was the most coveted wing in this draft. Great size and athletic ability, has an explosive first step that gets her to the rim, can post up smaller players, and has terrific footwork to finish around the rim. She's shown that she can be very good in the pick and roll.
60% from the field. She's a bucket, she's a natural scorer, and a great choice for LA.
And in LA, yeah, they're excited. A little watch party, they're ready to go. Ria Jackson is the newest member of the LA Sparks, and she is with Holly.
Well, you know, as we look at your skill set, Ria, I believe that you are one of the most ready-made pros to step in and make an impact this season in the WNBA. What is it about your game that the Sparks are going to be like, okay, yes, she is ready to go?
Yeah, I feel like I'm just very versatile. I can play multiple positions. There's still room to grow, and I'm willing to just be a sponge and continue to be a better player.
Of course, yes. Your mom, Cayenne, is here tonight. She was a great player herself. She won a championship at a lower college division, but was a terrific player. How has your family helped you get to this moment?
My family is the reason why I'm here. I do everything for them. You know, if it wasn't for my brothers, I wouldn't have even picked up a basketball. And, you know, my mom just instilling greatness and knowledge and, you know, always keeping God number 1. That just really just made me to the player who I am today.
Okay, to the LA Bedazzle, tell us what the Sparks fans are going to be falling in love with.
They're just going to be falling in love with my personality, you know. I just like to...
As they should.
Just everything, you know, I'm just excited to build new relationships, and I'm just ready to win.
The greats of the Vols, Lady Vols, Candace Parker played there. You are now stepping into that kind of similar dynasty. What does that mean to you as a Lady Vol?
It means a lot. You know, Candace with the Tennessee was at LA, and just even be in that conversation is just crazy in itself. So, you know, I just think it's pretty cool.
All right. So a big guard that can knock down threes, defensive-minded, of course, would fit in Dallas. That's what I'm looking for.
All right, well, the pick is in. We're going to find out right now who the Wings will select with the number 5 overall pick of the 2024 WNBA draft. Here is the commissioner.
With the 5th pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Dallas Wings select J.C. Sheldon, Ohio State University.
Well, there you go. J.C. Sheldon had so much success at Ohio State. Of course, last year, a deep tournament run. Talked about the three-point shooting, Drea. You talked about the need for a bigger guard, Rebecca. And J.C. Sheldon goes to a Dallas team that has so many pieces in place to be a contender. And with J.C., they get something that maybe they didn't have, and something that they really need.
I mean, this is a veteran, played her entire 5-season career at Ohio State. She's a bucket, 2,026 career points, 6th most in Ohio State history. But for me, it's also her speed, the energy that she plays with and that she brings to the court. It's relentless. She gets out in transition. She can push the pace. She finds her teammates, and yes, she can knock down shots.
She certainly fits the bill for a big guard who can be defensive-minded. She has a high motor, plays with energy on both ends of the floor, has nice driving ability, puts pressure at the rim, really good in ball screens as well, can get to her mid-range. She is a really nice fit here with the Dallas Wings.
Well, JC is with Holly.
Okay, I want to start with your family. Your dad's a basketball coach. Your mom was a terrific track athlete. They have instilled in you to be a terrific athlete, which you are. 39 20-point games. How have they helped make you the player you are today?
Oh my gosh, they're everything. They've done so much for me, especially their support throughout my college career and really my whole life, but they mean everything to me.
You joined this Dallas Wings team, and they are a team that needs scoring on the perimeter, but you've got Ria Jackson. How can you fit in and flow with someone that likes the ball in their hands and can score, but you assist at a high level?
Absolutely, I'm really excited, especially the love for the game that we all share. I think it's going to be really fun to compete out there and just push each other to be better.
I know that Emma is dying to get over here. She is waiting. You are the best cheerleader ever. She really has been your best cheerleader this whole career, 5 years at Ohio State. How has she lifted you?
In so many ways. She's made a huge impact on me and my family, and she has no idea, and it's been cool to see really the whole world, just to see how special she is and how much of an impact she makes.
We've all fallen in love with you, and you yelled during a...
Very proud.
All right, well, thank you, and congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
A wonderful moment there, and Sheldon goes to Dallas, number 5 overall. Now the Washington Mystics on the clock with the number 6 overall pick. We know this is a Washington team that played a tight little 2-game series with New York last year in the playoffs, but they've now had significant pieces move on. Natasha Cloud gone, Elena Delle Donne not playing this season, so interesting how Washington now has to sort of rebuild or look at their future in a different way than they maybe otherwise would have.
Perhaps their most important returning piece, though, is Shakira Austin. This is a young woman who has a future as a perennial all-star, and what they need is a player who can complement her, play alongside her. They're looking for a stretch 4 who would certainly fit that bill, potentially a player like Aaliyah Edwards, who plays on different areas of the floor than Shakira Austin. That's key.
Yeah, I was thinking those two could be an incredible 1-2 punch, being on the floor together, the way they pass, the way they find each other, also their energy on the boards together could be huge. And the one thing I know is whatever rookie ends up going to Washington, I've called games at that place, as you have as well, that crowd is electric. They show up for their team, so I think that's going to be a big key.
4-5 punch, right?
4-5 punch.
The
Big
4-5
to big.
punch.
All right, we're going to see if that's exactly what happens here with a little 4-5 punch. The pick is in. Back to the podium.
With the 6th pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Washington Mystics select Aaliyah Edwards, University of Connecticut.
Aaliyah Edwards, the number 6 overall pick. And I'll tell you what, our desk is hot, nailing these predictions right now as Edwards goes to Washington and will be Shakira Austin's teammate with that 4-5 punch in the front court. Big hugs all the way around for Aaliyah Edwards, as she has so many of her UConn contingent in the building, teammates, coaching staff, saw Aaliyah's family. See Paige and AZ Fun here celebrating as well, and Aaliyah Edwards, after such a steady, successful career at Connecticut, back in the Final Four this season, after so many did not think they'd be able to make a run like that with all the injuries they sustained. Aaliyah, a huge reason why they did, and now ready for the next step in her pro career. It begins in Washington with the Mystics.
One of the things I consistently heard when talking to coaches and GMs is that Aaliyah Edwards already knows how to be a pro. Not only because she went to UConn and they produce great pros, but she's played with the Canadian national team, including in the last Olympics. And over her 4-year career at UConn, she became a consistent force, finishing around the rim, range out to 15 feet, drives well from the free throw line as well, and can be an outstanding passer within a system offense.
And again, we've already said it, but we love it when the stats support it. Washington struggled on the glass, 10th in rebounds per game, 11th in opponent rebounds per game. Aaliyah Edwards and Shakira Austin can fix that together.
Well, Holly Rowe is with Aaliyah right now.
It is hard when you hear that name called. You just get kind of like overwhelmed for a minute, don't you?
Whew, I can take a breath now. Oh my God. Yeah, it's amazing. It's a dream come true, and to actually walk your dream, it means a lot.
to that stage, I see the love for your mom and your dad. Your mom was your coach as a kid. Your brother helped coach you. You guys have built this as a group. What did they coach you to do to be such a consistent, excellent player? I just think of consistency and excellence when I think of you.
I mean, they knew me pretty well because they were family first and foremost, but yeah, excellence and just building the foundation to the player that I am. I had to push myself, you know, being the coach's kid it's a lot of expectations, but I pride myself on that and set myself to a higher standard.
You have held yourself to a high standard, and I want to talk about your Canadian national team. There's a lot of kids in Canada watching tonight. You've been on the senior national team. You have played in Olympics. How are you inspiring and representing young women in Canada and beyond?
Oh my gosh, just an overload of love and mad love from Canada across the border. I get so many messages and support, and I feel all the love, but I'm just really grateful to make an impact here in the States and to kind of open the doors. Just to open the doors for all the little girls who wish they could be in my position and will be in my position in the future. So just to lead the way so they can build their own footprints.
Okay, and I think it's a pretty quick flight to Washington for Canada, so we'll get some Canadians on there.
Yeah, bring all the Canadians to Washington. Let's go.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Tingelberg.
With the 7th pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Chicago Sky select Angel Reese, LSU.
Well, there it is, Angel Reese, the 7th overall pick of this draft, a champion at LSU a season ago. A double-double machine. Her head coach Kim Mulkey here to celebrate. At 34 double-doubles last season, the most in a single season in D1 history. An All-American, an SEC Player of the Year, and now Angel Reese, a member of the Chicago Sky.
I've called her Angel Relentless Reese. When it comes to passion and energy and love for the game, Angel is at the top tier level. She plays so hard. She has such a high motor. Those are the things that got her here. But her work ethic and the time that she's committed already to putting into her game will keep her in the league. What do you call her? Angel Relentless Reese.
Well, she calls herself a dog, and that's certainly the type of player that Teresa Weatherspoon can build around. She's strong, explosive, an elite rebounder, especially when she gets on the offensive glass. This is a great fit for Angel Reese because this is also a Chicago team that could potentially keep both of their first-round picks.
All right, Angel Reese is with Holly Rowe.
Well, Angel, you told me yesterday that you were talking to some veteran players and they told you it's not the number that you go, it's the fit of the team. How does this team fit you and your style?
I'm just so excited. I get to play with Camila. I've been playing against her since high school, so I'm excited to play with Camila, and Teaspoon is amazing, and she's done some great things, and I'm excited to be coached by her.
The thing that I've admired about you, everywhere you've gone in your career, from high school to LSU, you win. How will you infuse that winning style and culture to Chicago?
Just coming in and being competitive, having an open mind every day to just want to work, and I'm just excited to learn from my vets.
You have helped elevate the women's basketball game. You have helped elevate the attention that we're having on this draft. What are you proud of that you've helped build in basketball right now?
Being able to leave my impact. So many different people came out today and how they can relate to me. So a kid from Baltimore not supposed to be here, and I'm just happy. And my mom is here and my brother is here, and I wouldn't be able to do it without them.
This kid from Baltimore is supposed to be here. Thank you, Angel.
Thank you.
Well, Angel Reese, the 7th overall pick of the 2024 WNBA draft, gets a big hug from her head coach, Kim Mulkey. How about Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso together in Chicago? Sky fans have to be excited. The draft rolls on in a moment.